What's happening, y'all? Great to see everybody on a Wednesday night flight, as is our usual tradition. Midweek, we like to kick it to the nighttime, have a good time, get loose, have a cocktail, things like that. And it seems like you guys dig this too. So we'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. But if you're new to the show, welcome aboard. We like to take our night flight. Shout out Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti, night flight. We like to do that on Wednesdays. And I wanted to say also that I want to say hello. Dude, I don't do this enough. I want to say hello to all our friends on Instagram. I want to say hello to all our friends on Twitter. I want to say hello to all our friends on YouTube. I want to say what's up to all of y'all checking in on YouTube. I'll say that twice if I need to. Also, yeah, I'm losing track of what I've already said. Sorry, there's a lot on my plate tonight.
Paulie, that is correct, because we are on the Bay Area Sports Collective YouTube, and we're on the Polymac Particles YouTube, as well as Blue Sky. Yeah. Did you say TikTok? I
haven't even gotten there. Help me out. Give me some love. Yeah, TikTok, dude. TikTok, you don't stop. Give it to me.
We're posting shorts on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We are on, and it's as you can see on the screen too, at Polymax Particles for a lot of those things, at Polly's Pod for Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky.
Okay.
And anytime you want to email us, pollyspod@gmail.com.
I want to say, first of all, a couple quick things, and then we got the major announcement of the night. Obviously, Super's pouring in already. A lot of messages. We're going to address each and every effing one of those. But I did want to say that I want to thank everybody for yesterday for kind of holding us up, because finding out about the passing of Ozzy Osbourne in real time on the air in the middle of the show was no easy trick, man. That was, and I'll be honest with you, Tony, it really, that was a hard loss, man. That was a hard loss, losing Ozzy like that unexpectedly. Yep. And I am not ashamed. I'll be the first guy to say it, dude. I broke down several times yesterday. I did. I cried multiple times yesterday. A couple times I almost got choked up today. So I want to thank the audience, though, for helping us out and holding our hand. And how about you, Tony? How was your emotional state yesterday, last night, today? Like, how you processing, man?
I was a wreck, man. I texted you multiple. I think I texted you multiple times, just these two words. F man is what I kept saying to you, because I didn't know what to say. And I'm still processing it, and it's going to be, I'm processing it for a long time, man. And I blasted the first 3 albums on vinyl yesterday and had a great session. And I just, all of the tributes pouring in, man, it just goes to show you how important he was and is and will forever be. And I think I said this to you yesterday, Paulie, but I'm actually, when it happened during the middle of our show, I feel like it was almost like, I don't know, you don't want to have to like prepare for those things. You know what I mean? Like, it's just to do it naturally and to talk about it instead of having to like prepare and then like spend like hours and hours of like trying to get footage and stuff. Whereas when it happens naturally and organically like that, you just roll with it, and it's raw. It was as raw as it gets, man. And Ozzy for life, forever. And I can't thank you enough for holding me up yesterday, and for the PMP Army for holding me up yesterday, because it was tough. It was tough.
Listen, speaking of holding people up, I want to tell everybody in the audience with no shame whatsoever right now, this guy right here, this kid with the hat on and the balloons and whatnot, he's been propping me up for decades. Fact of the matter, I'm just telling you the truth. This kid, he's been behind. For all of you guys on board tonight that enjoyed the Murph and Mac show, and you like those song parodies we used to do, guess who like co-wrote and produced all of them? Creative Tony, right there. There would have been no songs without Creative Tony. Some of the best bits. By the way, Murph and Mackey's. Remember the award shows, the Murph and Mackey's? And by the way, we will do the annual PMP Holiday Awards. That's coming up at the end of the year. That tradition ain't going to die, dude. I'm going forward with that thing. This year will be our first annual. And who will win the first ever what's his name again? Hans Lufa, the Hans Lufa Award. Yeah, we'll have our first annual Lifetime Achievement Award.
Loofahs. Are we going to give people an actual loofah, like a golden loofah?
We damn well better. Some kind of golden bronze trophy of a sponge or a loofah, whatever it takes. But the big news tonight is, as you can see from the birthday sign, his kids made him the balloons. It's Creative Tony's birthday. So this is now, in fact, hold on a second. Hold on. Everybody stand by. I should have had this prepared earlier. I got an announcement to make. I have an announcement to make, and yes, I'm going to cut my hands. It's a habit. I want to let everybody in the PMP community know this is Creative Tony's birthday, y'all. Creative Tony's birthday. The birthday show has officially begun. Or, as Ozzy used to, hold on, Ozzy, when Ozzy would come on stage in the old days, he would go, Let the madness begin. So that's our tonight, dude. Let the madness. God bless you. I love all of you. Hold on. Happy birthday, Tony. I freaking love you, man. I hope you've had a great day. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve tonight. I got a couple of birthday surprises for you. So I'm looking forward to it. But without any, I guess, further delay, unless you have like a birthday speech you'd like to give.
No, I don't have a birthday speech, but I want to say I was really looking forward to this all day, man. So thank you for everybody. Like, I love how our birthdays both fell on night flights, Paulie. That's very cosmic, very very
the way it should be. It's appropriate.
Right. And also I've been holding this in my back pocket for like a week now since she emailed me, Paulie, but I share a birthday with a very special member of the PMP Army. Tonight is also Scarlet Fire's birthday.
No
buddy.
way, dude. Yeah.
So that's
Scarlet
my birthday.
Fire.
Yeah, that's my birthday twin, Scarlet Fire, and I, aka Bonnie, who just got married, by the way. So I'm so stoked to know that she's my birthday twin, and I'm very excited about it. So Bonnie, happy birthday to you, Scarlet Fire. And you know what? Actually, I'm just gonna crack this right now.
Hey, hold it up high because I got some vino here. I'd like to toast to you. This is to Creative Tony, everybody. Cheers, my brother.
Cheers, everybody. This is a Truckee Brewing Company. I brought this home from last weekend.
Hey, I'd like to make a speech. If you're at home, raise a glass. Hold on, Tony. I'm going to do a toast here. Hold on, not so fast, birthday boy. I don't care it's your birthday. There's rules. There's etiquette here involved. Before I spill this wine,
there ain't no rules.
All right, fair enough. It is your birthday. You can do whatever you want. I want to raise a toast. I would like to propose a toast. This is for over 25 years of friendship with Creative Tony. A constant inspiration, a constant source of great energy and good vibes. One of the most open-minded dudes I've ever met when it comes to music. When it comes to me, I'm like, I don't want to listen to that. That sucks. Creative Tony's always like, no, I'll check it out. So Tony, I admire you. I love you. And cheers to you. Many, many more, man. Chendon and salute, man. Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Love you too. And thank you, everybody. Thank you. Cheers. I'm going to have a nice sip here.
That's nice. Yeah. Cheers to you guys. NorCal. Cheers. Tony, the birthday good, not nice. Birthday messages flooding in like an avalanche or a look at this. We got Don Peralta, we got NorCal, we got Soccer Bull, we got James, I got Stevie B, I got Rags in Jersey. Yum. Yeah, it is good. I gotta say, Rags. Andrew, what's up, man? Noemi, Patty from Napa, the Nutter. Dude, everybody sending Tony some love tonight. Robot Centaur. Apparently, there was a little
supers, Paulie. I feel like I want to get to the supers because think
they're lined up all over the place. I know. Let's bring them in
for the birthday love. This is just overwhelming. And Paulie, like you did last week, I need you to read these because it's just you
don't want to read messages about how great you are in the first person. You don't want to do that. Why? What's wrong with that? No, I know it's very awkward. It's very uncomfortable.
Started out with Patty, the lovely Patty from Napa.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to find it as I scroll through the comments.
I can see them lined up, dude. I can see at least 4 supers right now up at the top. I don't know if you see the same thing I do, but pick them.
I do, but I think I want to get them onto the screen, right? So if you can just stand by, Paulie.
You do whatever you want, man. Set the room on fire if you want to. It's your birthday. Whatever you want to do. Look at this. The generosity, dude. Yeah,
Patty. And everybody on this freaking chat and the show and the subscribers and the PMP VIP, you guys are all so generous, and this show wouldn't exist without you. So
true.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Patty. Love, just thank you. Much love.
It's hard to know what to say. I know it is when you got all that coming at you, man. But it kind of speaks to the love people feel for you, and we're going to celebrate that all flipping night long. NorCal, my main man down in Santa Cruz. Go ahead, go do your thing, man. By the way, NorCal, do me a favor. You're hanging out down there in Santa Cruz. I know you're a Santa Cruz guy. I love Santa Cruz, but I also love Capitola. And Creative Tony turned me on to a spot in Capitola years and years ago called Zelda's. Get over to Zelda's on behalf of the both of us, dude. Grab one of those nice breakfasts, have a good time, grab a dinner, grab a beer. Yeah, one glove, dude. It's a nice
glove. Shank, David Shanklin, aka NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC. And Paulie, just because it is my birthday, I'm gonna kind of take the reins at different points of the show because
yeah. And the production value on this is money too. Like it sounds great. Like it was done in a real studio.
It's so good.
He's got the top 3. He wears a beach robe.
He does.
From from the streets
From the street.
of San Carlos,
Hells yeah.
raised in the fog,
Raising the
trained
fog.
in the flame. Yet you know this gangster's name. There's only one gangster we all love. Tony One Glove.
Amazing. Dude, that's a great track. I don't care. It's a great track, period. I don't care.
Don't you miss?
Oh, it's don't
Only
you,
one glove. Great chorus, too. Nice hook, dude. Nice hook, NorCal. I respect the talents. I really do. Creative Tony, happy birthday from NorCal. They're
Yeah,
coming fast and furious, bro. You line them up. I'll knock them down.
thank you, NorCal. Noemi, and by the way, Noemi, look at this. Noemi, thank you so much for the super. And dude, I got my own. Yeah, look at that. I got Noemi's the green apple hot sauce. I can't wait to crack this bad boy open. Thank you, Noemi. Look at that label too.
It's a great label, man. It's
Fantastic.
a great, yeah. I think
Seriously.
Rag wants that woman's phone number, by the way. If you know the woman on the label, let Rags know. He wants to call her. He
And by
told
the
me.
way, also, Noemi, if you ever came to, I'm sure Martinez has the great farmers market, but if you came to San Carlos or the CSM College of San Mateo farmers markets and set up a table, you would sell out of this stuff everywhere you went. I promise you. So get to farmers markets. And then also, I think these are Peruvian coffee beans, I believe. Are they not?
Yeah, those two. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
thank you, Noemi. I can't wait to dive into those too. Thank you so much. And I just thank you for the super too. That's
Hey,
about-
Creative Tony, I want to interject one thing today, too, because I think we're all excited about this as well. Not only is it Creative Tony's birthday, the baseball gods have gifted Tony maybe the most valuable gift of them all. Verlander got his first win as a Giant on your birthday. I'm chalking that one up to you. You got him that win. Devers hitting bombs. Everybody's hitting all of a sudden. Great to see the Giants kicking the Braves' ass today. That's for your birthday, dude. The Verlander win. That had your prints on it, man.
I was texting, I think with Fareed or Robot Centaur or Dom or somebody this morning saying, you know, it's a great day and there is a chance that Verlander, because Verlander was ahead like 3-0 at the time. I said there is a chance that Verlander gets his first win today, and then boom, then the Giants offense took over. The Giants offense in the last two games exploding, which is fantastic. Devers 2 home runs, man, and Devers' first home run. We're gonna get back to the supers in a sec, but Devers' first home run. I don't know if you saw it, Paulie, but it was like a one-handed swing. Like he thought he didn't even get all of it. Next thing you know, it's 3 rows, 5 rows deep, and dude, it's the lesson I tell the kids all the time. When they see somebody that throws hard, they get very intimidated. I said, no. The easier you swing, the farther it's going to go. So that was, I showed my son that today. I'm like, dude, look at this. He barely swung and the ball left the yard. So it's like, you just got to take that lesson and go with it. But dude, Devers, you know, I hope he's starting to cook. Adamas starting to cook, although we got hit in the hand today. Chapman, Paulie and I were having a conversation about Chapman before the show today, and then
he might have heard us because he responded. He might have heard what we were saying. Yeah.
We were talking before is it back because I was saying, you know, Chapman is reminding me of like a third base version of Brandon Crawford, where he's a great defensive player. He's a great defensive player, but just lifetime is going to be like a 240 hitter. But he does hit for more power than Crawford did. So, and then he went deep today. So, but dude, how about the Braves beaning Chapman? They beaned Devers, and then both those guys went deep. It's like, dude, easy Braves.
I would say the next guy that hits a Giant, the Giants should charge the mound. Like enough. Yeah. No, I don't know that any team has been hit as much as the Giants. It seems like the Giants are getting plunked every night. I saw that. I'm sick of it. But let's keep the vibes light. Oh, Escobar, look at that, man. Happy MF birthday, Tony. Mother effing. Happy mother effing. Coming from Escobar. By the way, I love the Bane mask that he wears, like the Batman one. I love that thing. Yeah.
It's great, dude. Remember the Bane mask I wore behind you and Damon Bruce? Do you remember this? This is a funny story, actually. People,
that's amazing. Amazing visual. No comments either. Not explained at all.
Do you mind if I tell the story, Paulie? Because it's a really funny story.
Yeah.
So Paulie, you were not working at KBR anymore, but I still was. And so, but Paulie and I knew that we wanted to do this show at some point.
Yeah.
So we're like, hey, let's go check out Damon Bruce's setup. So we go to Damon Bruce's house to check up his setup, which is very kind of Damon to, you know, enter us into his home and let us hang out. And so then Damon says, dude, Paulie, you're here. Let's get you on the mic and record a segment. So we record a segment, and so I see that Damon has a Bane mask on his shelf behind Paulie, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not supposed to, it's, I'm not going to get involved here, but I'm going to put on a Bane mask and just walk behind these guys in the background, dude. And then I actually got in trouble for it at KMVR. People noticed me and
Now,
gave
what did
me,
they say? I don't even remember that. What happened? What was the aftermath? Like, what was your crime? What crime did you commit?
dude, I got called into the office and they said, "Oh, so you're doing things with like our competition now?" And I go,
Yeah, yes, I am. Yes.
yeah. Yeah, I was helping Paulie out. We were looking at a setup to get Paulie started doing something else. It was really fun. Like, you're really concerned about me in a freaking Bane mask behind Damon Bruce and Paulie Mack, whatever.
I don't want to compare this to anything, but boy, that sounds an awful lot like Nazi Germany to me, man. Too much control. I mean, let the guy go on a video if you want. Don't dictate every freaking move in his life. Back off. Back off, my Tony. He's with me. All right, Tony.
Back off, bitch. Let's go.
Hey, listen, if that's the way you want to roll. Oh, Karen Bell with the glasses. Yeah, man. Oh, look at this, man.
Wow.
See.
Wow. Karen, wow. You guys just, oh my goodness. Thank you. Karen, thank you. That's very, very, very generous of you. And just thank you. And Ozzy was my high school life. Yes. Same. And then what's funny? And Gene Simmons talked about it, and maybe we can play this later in the show, that Ozzy never went into any fads or any trends. He just was always Ozzy. Yeah. And I never stopped. Like I go through phases with bands, Paul. You go through phases with certain like bands. I never ever stopped listening to Ozzy. He was always a constant in my. He will always be. It always has been a constant in my rotation, if that makes any sense.
It's all the more convincing when you're waving your hand around with William Floyd's glove on. It makes it all that much more convincing. I'm just throwing that out there. And I know what you mean. I know, because it's been like that for me too. The fads, they come and go. You're into this band, that band. Ozzy is one of the constants. I hear you. Very well said. Tony, I want to do me a favor. Let's check a box. Let's do some business. Give Longbridge Pizza some love. But simultaneously, get that video ready of the LBP get-together today at the tail end. We can show that. But Longbridge Pizza, shout out Neil Denardi, the whole crew down there. They're doing it right, man. I saw Stevie B on the board before the show. He offered his regrets. He wasn't able to make it down to the get-together today, and I didn't make it either. But there was a little PMP community get-together. We'll showcase that in a second. But again, if you're new to Longbridge, if you're new to the show, I speak on behalf of Longbridge Pizza. They're one of our great sponsors, and I love these guys. They call their whole scene the Vibe Tribe. When you stop by, you join the Vibe Tribe, where the whole two elements in place: laid-back vibe, serious pizza. Best music playlist you will ever hear in any restaurant, coast to coast. I don't care. Bring on Gary Danko. Bring on French Laundry. They ain't playing Fairies Wear Boots, okay? Longbridge Pizza, they are playing Fairies Wear Boots while you're whacking down a pie. That, to me, that's a recipe for success. Also, today is Wednesday. We have the sandwich day today, so you can grab yourself a chicken parm. You can grab a Vinny's Gabagool. Tony, you know the deal. They're on 3rd Street. I do recommend you stop by 2347 3rd Street. Get ready for the Dead shows next week. Maybe grab a pie, head over to Golden Gate Park, whatever it takes. And let's do some of these. So that's Neil on the left. That's Neil Denardi. Tony, I'll let you walk through some of these too. These were taken today at Longbridge Pizza.
Yes, that was Neil, and that's David Shankland, aka Shank, aka NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC. He showed up. I think they thought he wouldn't be able to make it, and he showed up. So I love that. And dude, and look at Neil, the big smile on Neil. You just gotta love it. And I just couldn't be a bigger fan of the vibe that Neil creates inside that place. And look, just because you look at the smile on those guys, and it's like, okay, I'm in. And also, by the way, the Mets are coming to town.
Yeah.
This weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
It's a 7:15 game on Friday. It's a 6:05 game on Saturday. And then it's the game of the week on Sunday at 4:15, I think, or 4:10. So plenty of opportunities to get into Longbridge before Giants baseball the entire weekend. And then the homestand continues on Monday. So lots of opportunities to get into Longbridge Pizza, 2347 3rd Street, and we freaking love it. And I'm going to add this. This really touched me. This video they sent today.
Yeah.
Happy I mean, that is freaking great. So that's Neil, and that is Ray Goodman, and that is Shank, and that is Fareed, Robot Centaur, and Mrs. Robot Centaur, and then that is Dom Peralta.
Nice
And look at
cramp
all
shirt, Tom. Nice cramp shirt, man. I like that. That's a good shirt. Hey, look, good to see you guys, man. Robot Centaur, HVAC, all you guys. Freaking love you. Ray, everybody. Neil, the gangster of all gangsters, looking good. That's what goes on, man. That's the vibe at Long Bridge Pizza. By the way, dude, I'm looking in the background. I can see our show is up on the wall. Neil runs like a best of thing, kind of, when we're not live. It's hilarious. So you always got PMP rocking. When you're in there, and do stop on by, tell them we sent you, and you'll be treated very well, and you're gonna love the food. I can promise you that. So thank you, Longbridge. We freaking love you. All right, Creative Tony was saying a minute ago how.
Well, Paulie, hold on. Sorry. While we're
Oh.
talking, Ray Goodman is a super, and I just want to say, Ray, thank you. Oh, and he says, "Lefty brother, dude." Yes, lefty forever, man. That is as people get old, like my son doesn't even realize how lucky he is to be part lefty. He hits lefty. And so I'm like, dude, you are lucky. It's a, and I wear it on my sleeve, man. And I love lefties all over the place because it's a right-hander's world. We're not going to get into it again, but it's a right-hander's world that we're all living in. So any lefty that's out there, we're standing together. So Ray,
Tony, I've just made up a brand new song for you. I'm going to sing it to you one time only. Because we are living in a right-handed world, and Tony is a left-handed girl. You know that we are living in a right-handed world, and Tony is a left-handed girl living in a right-handed world. Material. Yeah, anyway, shout out to Material Girl. All right, Creative Tony, keep the supers coming, brother. It's your birthday, kid. It's your effing birthday. Rock and roll.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ray. Gosh, there it is. There it is.
Of course. There it is. Don't turn it off. Let it ring. Sure.
No, dude, come on. That might not be the last time it happens because
should let it happen every second. Here we go.
Dude, Sanchi.
Umlaut, dude. Umlaut's flying, dude. Look at the umlaut, Steve.
Come on. Tony One Glove, happy bitchin' B-Day, brah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You
dude,
are our Willie McCovey Award winner every season. Salute. Great, man. Great. Thank you, Sandy.
And that's very generous of you, man. And everybody that's been a super, not just tonight, but every time we do a show, thank you. The fact that you guys dig into your own pockets and contribute to our show, we're so thankful and appreciative. And when people, thank you, Sanchi. Just Paulie, now I know how you feel last Wednesday night, Paulie, because it's
a lot. It's overwhelming. You know what though? It makes me really happy though, because people love you, and tonight you got to suck. You're gonna have to eat it, bro. You're gonna have to eat the love. It's coming fast and furious. Here's another thing. It never occurred to me to ask this question before, but is Donnie Brasco your favorite movie?
Mine?
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
why do you
ask? It should be because Al Pacino's character in that movie is named Lefty. Okay, his name
you're
is
right.
Lefty.
You're right.
Remember Al Pacino? Hey, forget about it. I'm known all over the 5 boroughs. I'm known. Forget about it. Yeah. Shout out to Lefty, Creative Tony's favorite Al Pacino role. All right, Tony, keep the birthday wishes coming, brother. I'll read them if you don't want to. You let me know.
Thank you, brother. And oh man, oh dude, this is Grouch. All right, Steve, happy 60th.
Yeah. Might as well. You know what though? What's the difference? I feel like once you've crested a certain point, why it doesn't even matter. 58, 37, who cares, man? It is what it is. But happy 60th, Tony. Yeah, it's a big night.
Just a reminder, Paulie, Steve Groeschel was the catcher when I was in the alumni game when I got yanked out of the alumni.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Steve, we're forever bonded in that moment, brother. And he's also an SI Wildcat. So, yes, go Cats. Get him, Cats. Go get him, Cats. Thank you, Grouch. Thank you, brother. And, man, I mean, I do want to talk some Giants ball and Niner. Jeez Louise.
What?
Look at this guy.
Oh, nice photo of him in the freaking aqua water, too. That looks nice. Here we go. Oh, this is a good one. You can read that one, T. That's cool. Yeah.
Happy birthday, T, from a Sacred Heart guy to a St. Ignatius guy. One love. Continued health and happiness, my friend. Dude, hey, brother. Los D, it has been such a great, like a pleasure to meet you and get to know you and hang with you. And I can't wait till August 26th when we're truly, truly hanging out. But yes, man, SH and SI, it's all about the city high schools versus the peninsula schools, in my opinion. So, yes, SH and SI have the Bruce Mahoney rivalry, but it's also, when it comes down to it, it's the city schools versus the peninsula schools. So, SH Fighting Irish. We used to say Sacred Heart Irish Team. We used to say SHIT Sacred Heart Irish Team is one of our chants when we played SH. But in all, we love SH and the Fighting Irish, man. So much love, Lawson. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Oh, you know what, dude? before the night's over, Paulie, I got to show a video of Los. Because he sent it like a week ago, and we haven't had the right moment to share it. But it's good. It's
sure.
Good.
You got it, man. You spin the wheel. I can show you some other birthday hijinks, or you can keep going with your supers because you're not done. It's up to you.
I don't know, man. Okay, I think I'm done. I think, or no?
I don't think you are actually, or are you? I can't tell. I honestly can't tell. I don't know.
I can't tell either. But you guys, the comments are flying, man, and it's just overwhelming. And
by the way, John Joseph, dude, being the supreme wise ass kind of comedic mind of the group, he said, "Hey Tony, happy 62. You're looking good, dude. Happy. Well, let's bump it up to 70. Let's get Creative Tony to turn 70 tonight. What's the difference? Again, you know what I mean? Stuart Copeland is like 72. He looks good. You know what I mean? It can be done. It can be done."
Hey,
yeah.
By the way, I got to shout out my kids, Dominic and Olivia. They made me the nice birthday banner behind. They thought they would make that and put that on the show. So thank you, Dom and Liv. And also, I want to shout out Devers reminding me of Little League Baseball or youth baseball when he tried to drop a bunt with 2 strikes today and he didn't know the count. And when he fouled it off, he's looking around like, what the hell just happened? And I'm just like, dude, you're done. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah. Dude, even Dave Fleming's like, don't think Devers knew the count there because I don't think he's going to be squared up to bunt with 2 strikes. So,
by the way, if I could, real quick on the Giants broadcast, you mentioned Flem today. I want to shout out Javier Lopez. Yes. I really like him. I'm just saying that for the record, bro. I really like Javi on the mic. I really like Javi in real life. He is a great dude, and I'm a fan, dude. I like him in the booth. Do you like him when he's not doing games?
Could be, and this is nothing against anybody else in the booth.
No.
But I feel like Javi is the next. Whenever any of them retire, Javi needs to move in. He just needs to move in.
I don't disagree because it's no BS. He's just like he's got a great mind for the game. And by the way, Tony, if I could, I hate to do this on the air, but it'll do a little mid-show producing. Have we confirmed? Because I'll announce it right now. Speaking of the Giants, do we have Affelt lined up?
Tomorrow, 11:30, Paulie, 11:30. Jeremy Affelt will be joining the show, and we'll talk some Giants pitching. Dude, he might have some ideas about what to do about the pitching, although the pitching did well the last 2 games. So, but a Verlander, dude, like, yes, he got his win, but it was 5 innings, 5 walks in 5 innings. That's not a recipe for success going down the road. I'm happy for him. Yeah, exactly. I'm happy for him. But it was, he had bases loaded first inning. Yeah. He was lucky to get out of. Matt Chapman saved his ass with making a great defensive play and turning 2. So he had some luck on his side, which is what you need in as a 42-year-old starter. But I was happy for him that he got the win. But I just had to say, you got to cut down the walks, dude. 5 walks in 5 innings. Eesh. And then what are they going to do about Birdsong too? They sent him down. So it's like, now what are they going to do? Because if you look at the starters for all 3 games against the Mets, Paulie, undecided.
I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say this again. I kind of wish they held on to Harrison. I really do. I would like to see what we could get out of that kid. I don't think there was a big enough sample size. He was not well when he went, like physically, his health was not good when he went into spring training this year. So anyway, yeah, to be decided. I wish we still had that kid because he might have a long career in front of him. In any case, Tony, I want to do a little birthday detour. Oh, sorry. See, they're still going. Do your thing.
And look at the freaking picture for Candlestick Kid. Right. I just love it. God, it's the old bleachers, right in front of the scoreboard, but behind, like how big would you say that area was between the first row of those seats and the home run fence? Like maybe like 20 yards, maybe 10, 20 yards.
Easily. Yeah, easily. Yes. Yeah. The gap. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, you could tell that. And if you look very carefully, you can see the bunting is out. So that's probably a playoff game right there.
But the best part is when somebody would go deep for the Giants and you would see people hopping out of their seats.
Jumping like fish, dude, like salmon going upstream, just jumping up. Dude, kids would fall down. Kids would get trampled. It was like a punk rock show back there when the ball would land. Yeah, it was mayhem. Dude, totally lawless. No security. You could get stomped. You could get trampled. You come back to your seat with a black eye. It was all in the Candlestick experience, man. I missed the stick. I missed the stick, buddy.
Candlestick Kid, thank you for the super brother. And dude, thank you for repping Candlestick Park. The greatest. You want to talk like Candlestick Park is like the physical structure that has had as much influence on my life as Ozzy. You know what I mean? Like
I know exactly what you mean, dude. Exactly.
I would put Candlestick Park and Ozzy Osbourne and similar like influences in my life and in my childhood and in like my youth and my high school days. It's just like that. It was just an imprint on my soul, basically. So thank you, Candlestick Kid.
I can tell you this, man. I love Candlestick Park so much. I mean, I grew up there. I spent, it's like a lot of you, I spent so many days and nights at the Stick. The day the Giants played their final game at Candlestick, I think it was the final game of the 99 season. It was against the Dodgers. The Giants lost that game. I also remember Phil Lesh, Bob Weir, and Donna sang the national anthem that day. But I can tell you this without exaggerating. I was one of the very last people to leave the stadium. I just sat there when the game was over and I let everybody go. I just kind of sat in my seat. I was with a buddy. He drove and I drove separately. So he left and I just sat there until they basically dragged me out of there. Cause I'm like, I'm never going to see a diamond in the Stick again. I'm going to really miss this. And I feel the same way about Candlestick, Tony. Gone but not forgotten. Yeah.
Also, shout out the Stadium Club, which is the bar underneath the upper deck. That was just, I mean, if the walls could talk in that place, man.
They probably shouldn't, though, based on some of your escapades. You know what I mean? Might be better if they don't. They keep their mouth shut at this point.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
But, you know, in all honesty, man, like all of the gear that was in there and all the, like, that was the last Niner game. There was a Monday Night Football game, right? It was the last game at the Stick was Monday Night Football against the Falcons.
Correct. The pick at the Stick, Navarro Bowman. Yeah.
Correct, dude. Well, dude, that's when Murph and I shut down the Stadium Club and just a legendary night. John Taylor was in there until they turned off the lights, and it was just a legendary night inside the Stadium Club. Anyways, just respect to the Stadium Club. That's all, Paulie.
So I wanted to do something for Tony's birthday. This is just a quick show and tell thing. This won't take too long, but like it rang a bell with me when Tony was talking about earlier tonight. He was telling that story about how he threw the Bane mask on and he walked through this video we were making, Damon Bruce and I, and Tony just walked by, looked at the camera with his mask on and kept walking, like no explanation. It was pretty awesome. But that's an example of one of the things I love about Tony the most. He's basically up for anything. Like, no, honestly, dude, there's so much value in that. Like, you're not afraid of any bit. You're not afraid of any like potential embarrassment. And I try to operate that way too, but I probably don't do it as well as you. Like, you're always up for anything. So one time I want to tell two quick stories and then I got some show and tell stuff. Tony, I'm about to reveal some photos that are going to, this is all cool
at some point we got to play Takashi because Doug in Japan is on the chat and he's
give it to him right now. Let's give him a konnichiwa, man. Yeah.
Let's give him. Here we go. Let's stand by and you're an alpha beta. All right, there you go, Paulie. I just wanted to get a little Takashi in there.
No, get as much Takashi as you want. And shout out to Doug in Japan. Always a pleasure, my brother. So I will say this one as quickly and as cleanly as I can. But when Tony and I first broke in, like the Howard Stern influence on radio was at an all-time high. This is like the late 90s. Like it was like the racier, the bluer, the better was kind of the attitude. And the Ticket 1050 was designed to be a counterpoint to the older kind of audiences of KNBR. Like we were the young, crazy mofos who would basically do anything at any given time. And we did. And we basically did. Now, one time, Tony, and I don't know how you agreed to do this, but he did. Like we said, hey, you know, it'd be funny.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we, I'm not kidding. This happened, man. This happened. I said, you know, it'd be funny. Why don't we send Tony to a dominatrix and we will mic him up and like, I'll interview the dominatrix, like while she's dominating Tony. And Tony was like, yeah, I'll do that, man. I'll do that. And so, dude, we sent Tony out to this lady and I don't even remember where this was or where you went.
It was in San Jose. I'll never forget it. And it was a beautiful, like colonial mansion. And she's like, oh yeah, all my clients are like CEOs and they just want to be told what to do because they're telling everybody else what to do during the day. So by the time they get to me, they want to be told what to do. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I didn't know what was going on. And then I went into this room downstairs and there was a big wheel.
Like
basically.
The Price is Right when they spin that big wheel, like one of those things.
But upright. Like the Price is Right wheels here. This wheel was upright, and she strapped me in, feet and legs, and then spun me around and like would start with like a.
I believe she was whipping you, if I'm not mistaken. I believe she was whipping you as Tony spun. So I didn't. Well, this is pre-internet, pre-visual, so I couldn't see what was going on. But Tony was like, "Ah!" and like the lady was like, like whipping him, and he was like, "Ow, ow!" It was one of the funniest radio bits I've ever been involved with. Tony on the wheel of death, getting spun around and getting whipped. Just an example of his willingness to go the extra mile for comedy, and I love that about you, man.
And Paulie, on that note, dude, I'm gonna share something real quick because if we can. Talking about our Ticket 1050 days, right?
Yeah.
I sent you this today, and I sent it to Darren Chan as well. Here is a picture of our makeshift studio that we talked about before. If you can see the shower curtain and the shower rod, that was basically we turned an office into a studio, and that's me sitting on the phone. That's Darren Chan in the tie, and that's a very young and fresh to California Rod Brooks holding the newspaper. So that was back in the 1050 days. There it is. That was,
and all three of those guys have gone on to fame and fortune. So this is the starting point. This is where it started. Darren Chan, dude, wearing the tie. That's pretty awesome. Look at RB too. Rod Brooks looking like a little kid right there. But yeah, it was during that era. That's during the let's have Tony get whipped on the air by a dominatrix. That era. Okay. Yep. Same era. Now here come the pictures, Tony. Here come the pictures. So nobody's ever seen these before, but tonight I'm sharing them with all of y'all, and it's really kind of a birthday moment for Tony. He'll get a kick out of this. So one time we were on the air, Tony and I, and Brooksy. I was working with Brooksy. Tony's producing, but we put Tony on the mic immediately. It was like a 3-person show. Like Tony was the producer. That was our thing. Like we started that. Like, hey, let's have the producer be part of the show. Now everybody does that, but I got to say we were one of the first to do that. And we were on the air one day, and I started getting pissed off because like K-Fog was having a big Christmas party, KMBR was having a big Christmas party, and there was nothing doing for the ticket. Nothing. And I got pissed.
Oh, dude.
I got pissed. So I said, okay, here's what we're doing. And Rod was just looking at me the whole time like, bro, you're freaking crazy. What are you doing, man? And this was on a hot mic live on you, but I figure you got to do this shit sometimes if you're going to get anywhere. So I was like, F this, man. You know what we're going to do? Me, Tony, and Brooksy, we're having our own Christmas party. We're going to have a tree. Santa Claus is coming. Santa's elves are coming. We're going to have gifts. Bring the kids down. And like I set this whole thing up on the radio with no clearance given whatsoever. After the show, once again, called into the conference room as we were very frequently. And this time the big man came in, dude. The big man, Tony Salvador, came in, closed the door, and just starts laying into us like, what are you guys doing? You know what I mean? And then he looked at me. I'll never forget this. Tony Salvador. And for the record, I love Tony Salvador. I would not have a career without Tony. Right. Period. End of story. He gave me my shot. So Tony starts yelling at me, and he looks over at me, big Tony Salvador, and he goes, "Yeah, he goes, what about you? Look at you." He's like, "No, now you're coming up with Christmas promotions. You're just like authorizing Christmas parties." And I go, I was thinking, why is that? I go, yeah, that's what I'm doing, Tony. You want to know why? Because nobody else is doing it for us. And he kind of held his ground there, and I actually think he liked it in retrospect. I think Tony liked that I drew a line in the sand, and then we had to have the balls
on this guy. The balls on
this guy. Oh, now you're having Christmas parties because Paulie Mack said it's okay and all this. Like I was like, yeah, man. So we had him in a bind. We had him in the corner. They had to deliver after I announced it. So I would like to show you some pictures from the unofficial Ticket 1050 Christmas party of 1999 that I apparently authorized and invented. Here, so I was Santa Claus, and I'll show you a quick picture. Here's me as Santa Claus.
Oh, there's Polly Claus. We called it Polly Claus.
Yeah, in the corner, and I'm like talking to some little girl. You can see the ticket banners on the side.
With the headphones on too. It's great.
The headphones, the big tree. But that girl thought it was. It was so much fun. Yeah. That's one. There's only 3 of them. And then this one, dude, here's me and Brooksy. It looks like I'm reading the spot there. Look at Brooksy in the back. Yeah.
The 1050 banner, dude. This is
great. And this is in the lobby of 55 Hawthorne. So like people really were walking in off the street. And then the Peace de Resistance, bro. Creative. I told you the kid will go the extra mile. And Tony, do you remember where we got the costumes? I do. Do you remember where we got these?
No.
Lower hate.
Yeah, it was
There was
amazing.
a big costume shop, and we walked in. I'm like, I need a Santa suit and I need an elf suit. Let's make this happen. Creative Tony showing up and playing for keeps as Santa's elf, dude. Boom. Look at him with the headset mic out on the street, dude, pulling people in, dude. Look at that. The pointed hat, bro.
We're talking 90s. That's 98. Is that 98?
It's 98 or 99. Boy. And Tony is the elf was just one of the great moments of all time, dude. And dude, were you wearing shorts like with the curled shoes?
Yes, it was a full getup, man. It was a full thing. You had to do the full thing, man. You know, don't do it if you're not going to do it full throttle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Go hard or go home, as I like to say. Go hard or go effing home,
like
man.
Kids that like check swing and foul it off. It's like if you're going to go. If you're going to swing. Come on, like, get after it. Paulie, the aspiring botanist, is checking.
Hey, botanist, haven't seen you in a while. What's up, brother? Good to see you. That's my guy. That's my neighbor up here in San Rafael. What's up, botanist?
Heck yeah, dude. He's always sending cool pictures of him like out in the wilderness or out in like the Marin headlands and like.
Dude, this guy stopped me one night. So there's a market down the street. Shout out to Andy's Market. We all go to Andy's up here in San Rafael. And I was coming out of Andy's a couple of months ago, and aspiring botanist was going in. And I'm like, how you been, man? And he goes, yeah, I'm working with wildlife now and I'm doing all this stuff. Dude, he shows me a picture on his screen of a freaking coyote that you could have put a saddle on this thing. It was so freaking big. Do you remember that botanist? It actually scared me when I saw that. That thing was so big. But anyway, shout out to the botanist. He's a great guy and giving you some birthday love, T.
Dude, thank you so much, botanist. Thank you for the super, dude. I'm trying to forget what he means. He says from the dudes in the Steel Solar van, Soul something van. So
I know what he means. That's from when you hung out with Steel Pulse. I think that's the Steel Pulse reference.
Yes. Okay, yes, that is. Okay,
yes. There's another great creative Tony story. Hopping in the freaking van with a bunch of Rastas and burning the sacrament, dude. That's incredible. I love that.
Husky pencil-sized Sacramental Jays. And by the way, Andrew, Longbridge Pizza's Andrew Markoulis, who I saw in Tahoe, by the way. Thanks for coming out to our game, Andrew. He was asking earlier in the other picture, was I holding a cigarette? No, it was actually a pen. Just want to let everybody know it's a pen. It was a pen.
Do you have another super up there, T?
I believe so. Oh, dude, speaking of Longbridge Pizza, dude, look at our guy. Look at the smile.
That's what I'm saying. I'm in love with the face, dude. The grill of Neil Denardi is second to none. That is one of the most honest faces you're ever going to see. I love the grill. Love it.
And two things. First of all, do you notice what he says? He says, "Happy birthday, Tony. Beers on you next time at Out of the Barrel," which is Out of the Barrel, by the way, great beer hall right here in San Carlos. It's just beers on tap and beers in the refrigerator. That's a great spot. And that's where I've met Neil and Dom and Rising Wolf for beers. What's up, Rising Wolf? I think I saw you in the chat as well. But dude, any of you Italians that have full heads of hair, it's like, enjoy it, dude, because I'm Italian and I got nothing, right? Look at you're Italian, you got a full head of hair. Neil's Italian, he's got a full head of hair. Like, you know what? There's a lot of us that don't. So cheers to you. Cheers. I got hair in all the wrong places, man. So but it's all good. I'm just jealous.
Dude, you can get one of those one of those little wigs like George Costanza. And when Elaine was like, you look ridiculous on that. You're wearing that thing. And she goes, you are bald. And he goes, no. I was bald. I was bald. And then she goes, you're bald. And she goes, I don't like this thing. And here's what I'm doing with it. She just ripped it off his head. Shout out Elaine, dude. Elaine Bennis for life, bro.
How about George walking around with just a comb in his hand, dude?
He's like fluffing it up. like fluffing it, right? Fluffing it up. Yeah.
That's why Seinfeld is timeless. And shout out to the product that Neil uses in his hair. I can see the shiny gleam right now. Seriously, dude. Neil, dude, thank you, brother. Thank you so much to do that. And thank you for being our first ever official sponsor of Polymax Particles. Dude, hopefully down the road we can go and say, remember when Longbridge Pizza reached out and said, are you guys looking for sponsors? And when, Paulie, when we're able to announce our next step.
It is coming. It's still in the works, but we teased this a few weeks ago, and it's not over. We just are not at liberty to reveal this yet, but we do have some exciting news in the works. We do.
Yes, and I was a lot of correspondence with those people of that next step today, Paulie, and I'm very excited whenever we can, let everybody know what's going on. Neil will be along for the ride, and Longbridge Pizza will be along for the ride. It's so freaking fun. So thank you, Neil. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Longbridge Pizza. Love you guys.
Hey, and by the way, don't sleep, because Don Peralta just reminded me, don't sleep on the cameo by John Lovitz in that Bald episode. Good for you, Jack. When he gets the hair, he goes, "Oh, you got the rug. Good for you, Jack." By the way, as a general rule, the more Lovitz, the better. You know what I mean? The more Lovitz, the better. And I encourage everybody to go to Instagram and watch the shorts that Lovitz is making with Andrew Dice Clay. Yeah. They're incredible. They really are incredible. They're only like a minute long, but they're really, really funny.
By the way, Paulie, I do want to talk about like Niners camp and more Giants today too, but I love where the show is just bobbing and weaving.
I think we might have to abandon ship. I think we got to jettison all our plans, because I had I'm going to be honest, I had a whole bunch of bookmarks that are all beautiful messages for Ozzy Osbourne from a lot of different people, but I almost feel like I want to hold off on that because I still got stuff I got to show you here.
Yes, and also, Paulie, I feel like we could do that Friday, because maybe we'll give tonight. I think I want to give the musical assignment for this week.
You got it,
and I'll give it to you right now. I think we should do. I think we should do, because from here on out, people are going to cover Black Sabbath or Ozzy tunes in memoriam, right? In tribute to,
it's
right?
Already happened. That's a lot of the bookmarks I put in there.
Totally.
A lot of covers happened last night out of tribute from different bands, like an artist you would not expect. How about this? Coldplay covered a Sabbath song. Dave Matthews covered a Sabbath song. Lady Gaga was in San Francisco doing a show, and she was wearing an Ozzy shirt, and they played Crazy Train over the PA. When they're just really touching stuff. And I'm sorry I interrupted you. Go ahead, T.
No, it's okay. The bass player from Dave Matthews Band, what is his name? Stefan Lassard, I think his name is. He also did his own little, because he does like a little bass jam in the middle of their gigs. He just started out of nowhere playing Iron Man in the middle of nowhere. So it's like it's happening everywhere. But I was thinking, your favorite cover of an Ozzy or Black Sabbath tune. We may not own it on vinyl, and we don't have to, but maybe that's the musical assignment. And if it's a bunch of different versions of changes, that's fine. But ponder that as a possible assignment, Paulie, and then we can.
No, it's done. It's already done. That's the assignment. It's your birthday wish, and that's our command, man. Here we go. Nathan Hyatt, dude, 777 particles.
Thank you, Nathan. Thank you for the particles. Thank you for the super, dude. And by the way, I had a funny little moment today, because we put out a little short video of us talking about Ozzy, and I just happened to go look on either YouTube or Twitter, and the amount of views it had at the moment when I looked at it was 666.
That's great, man. That's great. By the way, I wanted to ask you another question. I would normally do this never mind. We can do that later. Tony, there is another super I want you to go retrieve. It was a gold. There it is.
You need to read this one, dude, because I already saw bits of it.
This is incredible. Dub City. He says, I remember listening to that Christmas show. Again, this Christmas show right here. That one. Okay. You see him with the headset mic? Do you guys know how precious that is? That is, the headset mic with the pointed hat. And again, here's my fatty claws here, Paulie in the fat suit, dude. And again, dude, I had to pull my beard down to read the copy. I had to pull the beard. Yeah. And Brooksy was like, I'm not getting dressed up. Brooksy's like, no, dressed up.
Are those Polaroids, dude?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, these are Polaroids. And look at Brooksy in his regular civilian clothes. He was like, I ain't playing that game. I'm like, I'll do it for you, man. Don't worry about it. I remember listening to that Christmas show, Paulie as Santa. Do you guys remember a gal you nicknamed Special K? Well, I'll answer that in a second. You interviewed her as Santa. I have a strong memory of that. Happy birthday, Tony. Love you guys. Dub City, love you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you for the super, brother. And thank you for the material that you've given us on email as well. And I also want to give a thank you to Pine Needle, because he sent out some material too. He's the one that sent me the most recent version of.
Oh, good for you.
So thank you, Pine Needle, for that. And the backdrop that's behind the happy birthday card from my children is from Pine Needle as well. Maybe this Friday I'm gonna throw the Pine Needle backdrop on the show. Just because because we got the birthday card on this one. So,
dude, Doug in Japan with a great riff. Doug in Japan shooting the Polaroid, and then he goes, "Shout out when you had to shake the Polaroid while it's developing. You shake that bad boy. Good call, Doug. Good call." Tony, tell the audience who Special K is. That's an amazing thing that he can remember that.
That is amazing that you know that, Dub City. But she was worthy of on-air chatter because
she easily could have had her own show. Easily
she could have had her own show, and she was basically the receptionist for KNBR, KFOG, and 107.7 The Bone. And so she was literally the first voice and face you saw when you came out of the elevator, and she had attitude in a great way.
Hey, yeah,
amazing, just amazing. She'd be it's like I remember. Like times I would walk in, I promise you, when I was wearing that elf suit, she probably said, "Oh, you are working that the way you should be working that today." Like she would just always have a comment, a positive comment, and I think she's somewhere up in Marin now. But
it's a great idea, Tony, and she was probably the most beloved KNBR employee of all time. Not exaggerating. Like everybody freaking loved her. You know, it'd be a good thing. Let's get rid of her. We should probably fire her. Seeing as how she's like the most prized possession of the entire company and she's the face of the company, let's get rid of her. Why don't we just blow her out? She's no good. Seems to be like the trend over there. You know what I mean? Anybody who's talented, anybody who's got a lot to offer, we're going to blow them out first. It was a big mistake. That was the beginning of the end. Getting rid of Special K was the beginning of the effing end in my mind. I remember the day they blew her out. I was so pissed. The whole company was pissed.
Totally. And by the way, what do you have before I give you
follow up? I wanted to follow up and say, don't worry about it. They never replaced her. Okay, so check this out. When you walk into the freaking lobby, that's not even there anymore because they're not there anymore. There was nobody there. It was an empty desk, just an empty desk in the lobby.
There were like instructions written on the desk of like what to dial or who to call.
Don't greet our clients. Don't greet them. We'll just leave them in an empty room. Anyway, great move, T. Yeah.
Also, I'm seeing love from Patty from Napa and Noemi. They're giving love for Tanika. And yes, Noemi, yes, Patty. Tanika was one of my all-time favorite colleagues and coworkers, and she's an ass kicker now. I think she's at the is she at ESPN or the Athletic, or I forget where Tanika is.
Either that or NBC Sports. I think she might be NBC Sports.
NBC Sports Bay Area, but she is one of the all-time greats. I just seriously. So love that you guys are shouting out Tanika. By the way, hello to Andrew Hessler. Never seen that name before. And he says, shout out to Special K from the Treacherous 3. Nice, dude. So, or dudette. I shouldn't. Oh, no, it's Andrew. That's right. Andrew. Nice dude. Okay. Paulie.
Yes.
Moving on. So I feel like it's time of the program where we need to give Stellar Design some love because we gave Longbridge Pizza some love in the first 20 minutes. Now it's the second half of the show. I think we want to give Stellar Design and Dom Peralta some love as well.
Go for it, Hoss. Go ahead.
Dude, Stellar Design is the San Francisco Bay Area based industrial design studio shaping the future of product innovation. Industrial design is the professional practice of developing products and systems that optimize function, value, and appearance for users.
Hey, hold on. I mean, we're running amok here. Hold on. I don't know if you remember this or not, but we do have a video to show. You aware of that?
I'm about to show. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to show, but hang on. So I just love that in the middle of that, you're like, hey, that looks very, very Fonzie-esque.
Yeah. Yeah.
But industrial design is the professional practice of developing products and systems that optimize function, value, and appearance for users while weaving in engineering for manufacturers, Paulie. And there's a big announcement, dude. There's a new product launch. Baller TV Cam. Okay, now I want to show you this while I read the next portion because this is the Baller TV Cam. Okay, so check out that so it's basically really good for families that can't make it to games. But I want to say Baller TV Cam turns your iPhone into an AI powered sports camera. It's a 4+ year program that started in October of 2021. And Stellar Design designed and engineered the entire product development from sketch to mass production. So go to ballercam.com if you're interested in that. And dude, for somebody who coaches a lot of youth sports, And I know that there are a lot of people that can't make it. Like we just played a tournament in Tahoe. A lot of family members can't make it, but they're interested in checking it out. Baller Cam is something that you can set up at games, and then people can watch through the cam. It's a badass thing. So it's really, check out ballercam.com and Stellar Design. That's all Stellar Design. And by the way, Dom Peralta, you are showing me a peek into my future because my daughter plays volleyball, and this looks like a volleyball tournament. And I hear that volleyball takes over your life more than baseball. So I guess I'm looking forward to that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Stellar Design, and if you want to contact Dominic at stellar.design, contact Dom at Dominic at stellar.design, or give him a call or text him 650-796-3144, 650-796-3144, or 650-796 Dante Whitner, Tom Rathman.
Nice. Well said, Tony. Yes. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, Stellar Design. You guys are freaking great. And that's a great ad right there. Want to address a quick comment I just saw from Karen Bell a second ago. What's up, Bruce? Good to see you, Bruce. Yeah, we'll do it live. I don't know who Bruce is, but welcome aboard, Bruce. I don't know if I've seen you before, but it's good to see you. Hacksaw Montana. What's up, man? Karen Bell said, hey, any chance we can get Overnight Dave and his piano scarf on as a guest sometime? I think I could make that happen. The only thing I have, like, I'm uptight about is I don't want to get him in trouble. And we're like we're the boogeymen now. You know what I mean? Like the KBR people, you can't affiliate with Polymath. Well, guess what? Me and Murph are hosting like 2 events coming up. So suck on that for a while. But second of all, I'm just telling you what's happening, Tony. Sorry. I'm just trying to, what, is that no good? I'm just telling you the truth.
He almost made me spill my
I'm sorry. I don't want to get Dave in trouble, but I would love to have Dave on. And you want to know what? I got some trivia on Overnight Dave for all you Overnight Dave enthusiasts. True story. He met his wife of like 35, 40 years at a Black Sabbath show. He met his wife at a Black Sabbath show at the Cow Palace. True story.
And Overnight Dave also owns a slingshot. For those of you via motorists out there, he owns a slingshot, which is that automobile / motorcycle / 3-wheeler, which is like 2 wheels in the front and a wheel in the back. So he owns a slingshot. He used to send me videos all the time from his slingshot. And by the way, I want to give David Shanklin, aka Shank, aka NorCal Refrigeration HVAC, some love. I saw he posted his route of his ride from Sunday in the Santa Cruz Mountains. Dude, it looked incredible because he's a motorcycle enthusiast.
Nice.
Yeah, and this is an incredible route that he posted on Instagram. I'm like, dude, this looks so killer. So I've only been on a motorcycle once in my life, so I have the utmost respect for people that enjoy them, because I will say I'm a little afraid of them. But anybody that can do that kind of a ride where he went all over the Santa Cruz Mountains, I was like, damn, dude, that's living the life, man. So cheers to you, Shank. That a boy.
Shank rules.
Tell
me, if I can kind of commandeer this thing for a minute here, I want to direct us into because I see the clock's ticking, and I want to get into this before it gets a little too late for everybody. So if you could indulge me, Creative Tony, I'd like you to dig into your birthday bag of tricks, also known as the email with all the pieces in it. And the first thing I'd like to do, we got another super, though. Let's do that first, and then we'll go to the birthday bag. This one's from Hacksaw Montana. Look at that, Coach T. Look at that.
So I just got to say, Hacksaw Montana, which I didn't know for a while until he revealed himself, is a great friend here in San Carlos that I coach soccer with. And we have this thing called Coach's Corner, where we kind of developed 3 years ago. We coached our daughters in soccer, and we always would want to have a beer after practice. So we're like, you know what? The girls want to run around the park, hang out. Why don't we bring a cooler of beer and go to, there's a little area, like a little, I don't know, grove of redwoods over there. We can frolic over there. So the 3 coaches will go over there and have a nice cold beer. So shout out.
If you're talking about frolicking in the grove of redwoods and stuff and coolers of beer, I'm certainly hoping that some herbal delish was, I don't know, passed around. It's legal. Legal. Come on, man. It's legal.
You're taking it too far, Paulie.
I see. I usually am. That's what I do. Yeah.
Youth sports, Paulie. Youth sports. You gotta.
Cooler of beer is okay, though. I guess that's okay. What smoking the gun?
Well, yeah, because certain things are, just they're not. People aren't exactly ready for that yet. So
I know. I try to make everybody ready. I take the game to them. I take it right to them. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Herb. Yeah. Herb is a plant. Dude, herb is good for everything.
So before the show started tonight, I saw the aspiring botanist actually just put that up on a message. It just said herb is a plant. He actually just wrote that. No explanation. Swear to God. Swear to God. Yeah.
Hey, dude, and look at this, buddy. Look at Stevie B. Thank you, Hacksaw Montana, for the super. And dude, Stevie B, thank you for the super. Paulie, cheers to PMP B-Day Marathon, Tony. My 40th was my dude. His 40th
birthday.
Nice, dude. Nice, Stevie B.
Birthday.
His wife threw a surprise here. Even best friends from childhood in Jersey came here. Cheer! Wow, dude. Cheers to Tony, Paulie, Bonnie, great people. Ozzy and Niners season beginning. And I want to reiterate, Paulie, happy birthday to Scarlet Fire, aka Bonnie, because she's my birthday twin tonight. So cheers to you, Stevie B. Happy birthday on Monday. Cheers to my goddaughter, Sophia Peterson. It's her birthday tomorrow. And then cheers to my cousin David, whose birthday is Friday. Cheers to my dad, whose birthday was last week. So hey, cheers to Paulie last week. So it's like July babies, man. We unite. We unite.
I'll throw another one on the pile because I saw this last night when I was reading all this Ozzy stuff. Last night was Slash's birthday. Slash just turned 60. So another great July a guitar player right there. Throw him on the pile. All right, Tony, let's go into your birthday bag of tricks here. So if you could go down to the very bottom, you'll see that we have prepared a special birthday cake for you. If you'd be good enough to show that on the screen. And Tony's not seen any of these yet. These are all being revealed on the air. I loaded them, but he can't see them until they go live. So this is going to be cool.
This is I'm gonna have to share the screen, Paulie. Just
yeah, it's all good. Do your thing.
This is back end work here. Okay, so this is what is this, dude?
Oh, that's the menu. That's the menu. Hold on. Maybe Dom can send them the real shot. That's not going to work. Collapse out of that. Get out of that.
That didn't work. I just put it up.
No, I can't see it. I see the menu of items. I don't see the actual image. So I assume the audience doesn't either.
Hold on. Let me remove this, Paulie.
Check it out. This is what we're looking at. We're seeing that. We're seeing the list of stuff. I got to see the actual image if you can. Maybe open it up and then add it.
Oh. Sorry. Stand by, Paulie, because this is
no problem. No problem. Take your time. And Dom, maybe send over the hard copy to Tony if he struggles. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's one. There's one. Okay.
Hold on, dude. Let's zoom in on that, man. Come on.
Rags never misses an occasion, man. He never misses an occasion. Cherries once again, brother. Yeah. By the way, you do realize he's wearing like a concession thing, like where he's selling, or those are like suspenders. I see. Okay.
Then I love the smile on Rags's face, dude. Oh, that's so good.
I love that smile too. I love Rags. Yeah.
Right. Oh God. Yeah. So okay. So is there another? Is there something else?
There's one that says Tony's birthday fish cake.
Oh. Okay. Stand by. Okay.
Standing.
This is okay. So hold on, and then I'm gonna do this, and then
this is special for you.
Oh, come on! Oh, dude, come on! Look at that.
Now we're talking. I always feel like remember in 16 Candles when Anthony Michael Hall has Molly Ringwald in the car in driver's ed, and he starts going, "Today's your birthday," and he starts going, "You say it's your birthday, my birthday too, yeah. Happy birthday, Big Tony! You get the fish cake today, brother, for your I forget if it's your 62nd or 70th birthday, but we whipped that one up for you, special."
Dude, it's my 63rd, Paulie.
Yeah, totally.
But also, Paige McConnell, the amazing, chairman of the boards, the keyboard pianist for Fish, he threw out the first pitch at the Mets game today, dude. Oh boy, it was not a good sight.
It never goes well. I don't want to do that. I sang the national anthem at Giants games. I don't want to throw out the first pitch. Too much pressure. Way too much pressure.
And he went way in front of the mound, and then it was tough for him.
Yeah, it's never good,
No,
you ever see Mike Tyson's? He should go watch Mike Tyson's. He'll feel better about himself too. Tyson looked ridiculous. He did it last week too.
Dude, I love that he did it though. Like you said, I love that you said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for it. It's like Chevy Chase on vacation. I know, honey, I'm gonna go for it. So go ahead.
Stop. What are you doing? What? Here we go.
I don't even know how that happened.
All right, well, let's get into it. Tony, I was going to set this up more properly, but here we go. Okay. Creative Tony and I we have been through a lot together, and we had a hard day yesterday with Black Sabbath and Ozzy. Having to say goodbye to Ozzy was very difficult. So there's one thing. Bob Weir said this when Jerry Garcia died. He was like, "Hey, y'all." He didn't say, "Hey, y'all," but he said, if anything happens when these really hard times come, he goes, good music can make bad times better. So with that in mind, I take my cues from Bob Weir as often as possible. By the way, I'll see Bobby in Golden Gate Park next freaking week. I'm starting to get excited. I thought maybe I could give the gift of music to Tony with a very special cover. And now, Tony, stand by, because I recorded a little song for you, but then we also did a special photo shoot after the song. So I'm going to ask you to, not yet, but I'm going to ask you to play the song. And then I'm going to ask you to pull up the album cover. But let's start with the song. This is from, because I think if there was one thing that could cheer up Tony today, and by the way, this is extremely rough around the edges, dude. I just learned how to play this. It's not good. It's very rough. But the heart is, the spirit's in the right place. So, Tony, from me to you, I give you the gift of Rat and Roll.
Dude, what?
Yeah, and rock. Happy birthday, man.
Dude.
Yeah, that's for you, buddy. The gift of Rat and Roll, buddy. That's from me to you. Yeah.
Dude, that's incredible, man. Wow, Paulie, thank you. Wow.
Stop. That was fun, dude. Tony and I, cat's out of the bag, dude. Creative Tony and I love Rat. That's just part of the deal with the PMP community. Tony and I stand with Stephen Piercy. So I thought, like, if there's, it didn't work. Look at the smile on his face. I knew, like, I could have played like a Fish song or some Grateful Dead, but that's all serious. I was like, you know what this kid needs? This kid needs a little Robin Crosby, a little Stephen Piercy on his breath, a little Rat and Roll for you, T. That's all.
As Josh Berkowitz says, welcome to the program, Josh. Acoustic Rat for life is what he says in the chat, and I couldn't agree more, dude. And by the way, dude, you nailed all the changes, dude.
Not really, but it's okay. Yeah,
You really want to lay it down,
totally,
right now.
Yeah.
On, dude, that was fantastic, Paulie. Thank you, dude.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome.
Freaking much, man. That was incredible.
Well, good.
God, dude, and the chat's going nuts on that, dude. That was, people loved that, man.
We'll
so
on for it again later if you want to double dip tonight. That's fine with me. It's totally up to you. It's really
we got a double dip, and Patty is another super. Patty, you're on fire tonight. No way, Tony. No, it's definitely not my 63rd, Patty. Full disclosure, I'm Patrick Willis this year. I'm 52. So let's go 52. I can't think of any other 52s, by the way, Paulie.
I don't think you need to. Patrick Willis, that's all you need. That's all you need. I'll see him in the Hall of Fame, Tony. I'll see Patrick Willis in the Hall of Fame.
You know, it's a random number, but dude, Willis 52, they should just retire that number now.
Agreed.
Put it up. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So thank you, Patty. Thank you so very much for the super. And Paulie, thank you for doing.
That's only part. That's only part of it, though. So we decided, like, that's me, obviously, in my street clothes. Now, when I go on stage, a whole different presentation. I got to get into the gear. I got to get the hairspray out. So, Tony, go back to your fun bag here and bring out Rat Lay It Down Reboot, if you could. If you see Rat Lay It Down Reboot, enjoy. There's another. This is all part of the gift.
Okay,
all part of the thing. Yeah, you're gonna like this.
Okay, hold on.
You're gonna like this.
What is okay? I just see the title. I don't know. Okay. Oh.
Blow it up big too.
Oh.
Okay. Can you make that? Yeah. Hold on. Get that thing. Collapse that window. Yeah, dude. Take a look. Take a good look.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Look at Kaler, bro. Look at Kaler. Look at him.
Yeah. Dude. So okay, that's obviously Paulie in the middle. I am right next to Paulie.
You're Blotcher, bro. You got the Blotcher hair. Bobby Blotcher on drums. Look at Tony is with the arm, bro, resting on your uncle. Look at Tanel. Tanel is Juan Crochier, bro. Look at him. Yeah.
That is my Uncle Paul as Juan Crochier, and he actually fits. Like, it almost looks like Juan, dude. And then you got Kaler, and then you got Brian Murphy as
Robin Crosby.
Robin Crosby.
Look at Murph, dude. Look at Murph. Look at him. Yeah. If you've ever wondered what Murph would have looked like as an 80s headbanger, there it is. It's right there. And by the way, we thank our good friend Dom Peralta at Peralta Arts, Stellar Design. This is his work right here. We put together a whole rat package for you, Tony, because it is your neck in this rat gang, after all. Yeah.
And dude, I saw Dom earlier today, dude, like 3 hours ago, man, and his poker face was amazing. So Dom, well done. Thank you for this. So you know what I want to do? I want to print this out and I want to frame it, man.
Take a good look at Kaler. That's all I need you to do. Look at Kaler, bro.
Dude, I love that Dom chose that Kaler serious expression.
Me too. Me too. Me too.
Hey, Paulie, you kind of look like Piercy with the hair, dude.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I wish. By the way, I wish I had that clean shaven chest. Look at him. You know he's shaving that thing down. There's not a hair in sight, bro. Not a hair in sight.
Look at those checks. By the way, do you like my wristband over my bicep? By the way,
yeah, I do. And I like don't sleep on Paul Tonelli either. Coming in with the armband, bro, the rat armband over the bicep. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Wait till my uncle sees this. He's gonna lose his mind. He's just that is incredible.
Wait till Kaler sees it, bro. Wait till Kaler sees it.
Dude, oh my God. And Murph too. Murph has no idea this is happening.
No, he hasn't seen it. No one. You're the first person to see it, man. Yeah.
It is unbelievable, man. Dude, I had no idea that was going to take a direction in the direction of rat. So that's incredible. I
felt like we needed to. I did. I felt like we needed that. After Ozzy, I was like, what's going to lift Tony's spirits? Honestly, I'm like, what's going to lift his spirits after such a big loss? And I go, I think it might be the boys in Rat. I think it might be time to call out the Rat Gang. And it looks like it worked because I see the smile. By the way, Rag's checking in. Murph looks kind of hot. A great call. He kind of does look hot. I got to agree, dude. The bleach blonde thing is working for him, man.
Oh, that's incredible, dude. Oh my God, man. And by the way, I see somebody lurking in the green room, Paulie.
Okay.
Is it time? Can I bring him in or no?
Well, not yet. I don't think he's supposed to, but bring him in. Sure. It's your show.
He's saying no. Well, hold on. You know what? Yeah, dude. I'm going to bring him in. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Why not, man? Why the freak not, dude? Come on.
Hey, guys.
Yeah. What's up, Big D? It's Dom Peralta, everybody. By the way, I love the glasses, Dom.
Thank you. I'm blind as a bat right now, so yeah.
Look at Dom. Everybody that doesn't know, of course, most of you do, but just in case you don't, there he is, Dom Peralta of Stellar Design and Peralta Arts and Co. There he is, the man behind the rat redo, behind the fish cake, behind all of our artwork. Dom, and also Paulie. Dom gave me some wax today. He gave me some vinyl today, and Dom, for the record, I don't have either of those.
That's awesome.
So thank you so much. And Paulie, he gave me. Is it okay? Are you okay if I show Dom?
Yeah, please, dude. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, he also gave me a dude. Look at this. Look at this.
Take your time. I love this. I love it. Dom's a very generous guy, man. He really is. The generosity of Dom Peralta is noted on the show.
Dude, a zucchini from his garden. Look at the size of this zucchini, dude. I'm gonna dice this up tomorrow morning with some eggs and garlic and onion and maybe some pesto. We're gonna have a nice morning.
By the way,
Julie-
holding that up reminds me of the scene in Animal House where the guy walks up to Dean Wormer's wife in the vegetable aisle, and she's holding like a cucumber, and he walks over to her unprovoked. He just walks over to her and goes, mine's bigger than that. And she goes, excuse me? And she goes, oh, my cucumber. And then he holds up a cucumber. Anyway, sorry, Tony. I thought of that when I saw it. Yeah.
By the way, I have a question for Rags. Like, what you would need, like basically like a soccer sock that goes up to your knee for this for this thing.
Oh man, you got me with the sock. Listen, yeah.
No.
Rags is a sock enthusiast. It's noted. It's been documented. Yeah, I love the Cramps shirt, Big D. All right, let's see. Yeah, Europe '72, man. Hell yeah, bro.
Dude, from Tunnel Records in San Francisco, right, Dom?
Yeah, exactly. I love that little shop. They've got all kinds of great wax. That album is killer.
There's a great Jack Straw on there. Great Cumberland Blues. Great China Rider. He's Gone. That's a great album.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. Some of my earliest Dead exposure is that right there. So having that on vinyl now is huge. And then Paulie, I wore this out on CD years ago when CDs were the thing. But dude, this Marley,
nice.
Is just the Marley live is just, it's epic. I mean, that is just Dom. I think that one said, greetings in the name of Emperor I Selassie I Jah Rastafari, ever living, ever fearful, ever sure, Selassie I the first. Anyways, that's how that record starts out with Bob.
Hell yeah, man.
So thank you, Dom.
You're
Much
welcome, Tony. Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you everybody for the birthday love. I'm completely overwhelmed. I'd rather be talking about Devers getting hot. And
not tonight, pal. Not tonight. We can do that tomorrow, because you know what, the Giants are off tomorrow, so we can get caught up on Giants and Niners tomorrow. We can also get caught up on all the Ozzy Osbourne stuff. But again, I just wanted to pass along some of the love from myself, from Dom, from everybody out here. And Tony, I do have one other thing to show you. Just so right alongside me tonight is the original hard copy. And I want to remind everybody too, don't sleep on the back. You know what I'm saying? That's Murph right there. There's Murph. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's so Murph.
And that's Kaler.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Dom, great work on that, bro. That was outstanding. Yeah.
One more time, dude. I mean, come on. There it is.
Dude. Again, I can't take my eyes off of Shannon. I cannot take my eyes off him.
I had to give him that serious look, because it's hard, like matching faces and stuff. But the original photo, he's super serious, and I was like, oh, I have a perfect photo of Shannon, very serious, super focused. It was great.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, Dom. I'm gonna print that out and frame that bad boy, because that is a classic. And
by the way, don't sleep on your own image too. You as Bobby Blotzer is not too shabby, dude. That big mop of hair. If you wanted to, you were talking about hair earlier tonight. If you ever grow it out, that's what's waiting for you, bro. Right there.
I'll be Blots all damn day. I really will. And dude, my Uncle Paul as Juan Crocier is perfect. It's just perfect.
Yeah, really. And the fact that you're leaning on his shoulder is pretty money too. Yeah.
And Paulie, I don't know if you've got like do you go out and like bake in the sun for that tan? But like
it takes some work. It does. It takes some time to put that look together. Yeah, shaving the chest, tanning, the whole bit. Yeah, doing some push-ups for the pecs, whatever it takes, man. Yeah,
amazing stuff. So just thank you, everybody. And I'm glad there's one thing I didn't want to talk about was Jacob Cowing's hamstring injury at first day of 49ers camp, because we don't have to talk about that. We can talk about that tomorrow too, Paulie.
Well, I'm inclined to kind of send Tony off into the night so he can enjoy his birthday with his family and stuff like that. So I don't want to keep you too long, Tony, but I'm so glad we all got to get together, give you some gifts, give you the balloons, give you the gift of rat, and I'll let you close the show however you want to wrap. Whatever you want to do for this final moment or two, it's entirely up to you tonight, man.
I just want to say that with everything that's going on in the world, and with nothing guaranteed, every trip around the sun should be celebrated, and regardless of your age. And so I'm so thankful, and I have so much to be thankful for, and so grateful for all of you guys on the chat and everybody tuning in. And Paulie, this is episode 133.
Nice.
So we're only
shout out what was his name, dude? The safety, Tony Parrish. Shout out Tony Parrish. The rarely worn 33 with and Roger Craig too, of course.
Right.
But Tony Parrish too. Sorry, yeah.
You might want to retire 33 as well, dude. Like
I'm waiting for Roger Craig in the Hall of Fame too. First guy to catch for 1,000 and rush for 1,000 in the same season. Nobody seems to care. I've been campaigning for Roger. Honestly, been campaigning for him for a long time. He belongs in the Hall of Fame. Put him in.
Great little story for Roger Craig. He came in one time to do a spot with me, and incredibly nice guy. But he was it's amazing when you put a pro athlete in front of a microphone that hasn't done it before. They get so spooked out. They get so like they just get very nervous. And so it was like a 60-second spot, and he got so nervous, and he was like struggling to get through it just because he was like couldn't get like through the 60 seconds. So then I had the 1994 Super Bowl football signed by the whole team in the studio in a glass case. And I see him looking at it, and he looks at me and he goes, "You mind if I grab that?"
Nice.
And I go, "No, not at all." And he grabs it, dude, and he puts it in his arm, and he's holding it. And next thing you know, I mean, it wasn't perfect from there on, but then from there he got more comfortable. It was the most bizarre thing to watch.
Well, it's kind of like Mike Krukow. Mike Kruk holds a baseball in the booth. He always has a ball in his hand. Hey, that's what these guys do. They're comfortable. You're comfortable with a base in your hand. Krukow is comfortable with a baseball in his hand, just like that.
And so that was Roger Craig. And then also just one of the nicest guys ever, man. Like Ronnie, when Ronnie ever, one of these days we got to get Ronnie on the show, Paulie, whenever that happens. But 7 months into this show, we started on January 8th. And I just am so thankful that we actually are building this brick by brick with all of you. And I hope that we're talking years and years. I'm celebrating 53 and 54 and 55, and Paulie's celebrating with we're all celebrating birthdays together. And I'm just thankful for everybody, Paulie. And I do see a couple more supers. We don't need no stinking badges. What's up, dude? What's up, badges? Thank you, brother. Thank you for look at the picture on this.
I love it. No, I see it. I love it, man. I love the sombrero. It's all there. Yeah, it's a big hat right there. It's a pretty damn big hat.
Stinking badges. Dwayne Betts is playing at the Guild tomorrow night. I don't know if you're going to be there, but I might be there as well, buddy. Just FYI. I think I might get down there later on.
By the way, he posted a really nice message about Ozzy Osbourne last night, Dwayne Betts. He posted a really nice message about Ozzy. Wouldn't surprise me if he busts him out tomorrow night. Would not surprise me.
Have you either of you guys seen him live yet?
I saw him with Phil. I saw him play with Phil Lesh. He was amazing.
Badass. Was he
sounds just like his old man. It's going to freak you out. He sounds just like Dickie Betts. He can play his ass off. You're going to love it. You'll love it.
That's just a beautiful thing. And like, if you don't believe that like the spirit of like, Dickie Betts won't be in the room tomorrow night, then you're fooling yourself. So that's one of the reasons why I want to go, because obviously the Guild is just an amazing show, tiny little place, and then to see Dickie Betts' son, who looks and sounds like him, it's like, why not? So I'll have to report back on that as well. And then thank you, badges, for the super. And Aaron Kask, listen to Black Sabbath. Thank you, brother. He said, oh, dude, thanks for coming on, man. And I know that the night flights are tough for you, brother. So thank you for jumping on. And thank you for all your support, man. And seriously, there's pictures of Aaron that I want to show before the end of the week, Paulie, of him putting PMP Army stickers up all around Santa Cruz last weekend.
Awesome. Thanks, Aaron. Thank you, brother. And you have another one, Tony. Half Moon Burke.
Half Moon Burke. I don't remember. This is a new Half Moon Burke. Happy Patrick Willis. Tony, nice. We are beyond. Oh, man. Wow. We are beyond grateful.
I'm going to read out. That's a little too tough. I got this one. Happy Patrick Willis, Tony. We are beyond grateful for the creativity, the vibe, the spirit, the talent, and not least of all, dude, the mug of a Tony Ryan. No, you got to. I feel the same way, dude. It was love at first sight when I saw this kid. It really was. He was playing Black Sabbath. He goes, "My name is Tony," and I go, "Well, don't make any plans because you and me are going to be hanging out a lot." And here we are. So Half Moon Burke, thank you very much, Tony. I want to thank Dom. I want to thank Stellar Design and Peralta Arts. I want to thank Long Bridge Pizza. You know what you do, dude? Cue up, lay it down one more time. My gift to you. We'll close the show.
I'm definitely going to. And thank you, Half Moon Burke, for the super. And dude, come back to the show, or dudette, come back to the show. And thank you for the super. And thank you everybody for not just the supers, but for tuning in and checking us out.
We love you, Tony. Accept it. Deal with it. Let it in. We freaking love you, buddy. There's no show without you.
Yep.
Thank you for everything you do. I love you. Thank you.
Oh, I love you guys too, man. And Tim Ryan wants to check in.
I am absolutely jacked out of my mind, bro.
And so does Gary Busey.
Utah, give me 2.
Nice.
And so does Keith Richards.
Let me join in. Let me play a Keith. I got a Keith one over here too. Hang on.
And there's other guys that just burst in your dressing room and say, "Where's the dope?" And
That's one of my all-time favorites.
Me too. Me too. Yeah.
Robert De Niro wants to check in. Christian Bale wants to check in.
Oh, good for you.
And then Close Encounters. And then we've got Grease.
Rules are there ain't no rules.
And then we've got, oh, dude, Paulie. Well, this is for you, Paulie.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites of all time. Come on, I walk around my house saying that. I say that at home all the time. Come on. Yeah.
And then, get ready for a lot of that. It's coming. It's coming.
Tony, we need a happy people to finish it off, I think.
Right. And then, let me find that for you, Dom, because I love that soundbite, and I'll play it in a freaking heartbeat. Stand by. Where is it? Because there it is.
Yeah, it's nice to see happy people.
Oh, that's right.
A couple more. We've got
Pelican fly. Come on, Pelican.
and then we've got
So say good night to the bad guy.
and then the last two, Paulie, last two.
Oh, no, please, God, help me.
Oh, actually, and for Sanchi, because Sanchi is asking.
Herb's so good for everything.
Herb is so good for everything.
Amen.
And finally, Paulie, before we go to your musical birthday gift to me, we gotta go this.
Class dismissed.
And then
Here we go. Yeah. Sing it along, Tony. Join in.
I know you don't really know me. I know you don't really care to see me. I'm into total affection, not being scared that you'll never leave me. You know you really wanna lay it down right now. And how? You know you really wanna lay it down right now. Lay it down, lay it down, lay it down, lay it down under the street you'll find me. I know that nothing's for free. You take what's good for your pleasing. You take what's good for this crazy evening. You know you really wanna lay it down right now. And how? You know you really wanna lay it down right now. Lay it down, 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 lay it down. Yeah, ride and roll, Big T. Happy birthday, man.
Happy
Dude.
birthday, Tony. Freaking
Happy
love you,
birthday,
buddy.
Dude, I'm speechless, man. Thank you, Paulie. That was incredible. By the way, Paulie, you need to add that to the catalog for whenever we gig again or whenever you gig again. You have to add that. Seriously.
Done. I was a toss up between that one or Back for More. But
No,
I thought okay.
That was it. That was it. If I had to pick my number one favorite Rat song, it would be Lay It Down. Seriously.
All right, man.
Oh man, thank you, Paulie. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, everybody on the chat. Thank you. I just overwhelmed in the best way possible. And oh, dude, look at this. Ray Goodman on the way out.
Okay.
Next water bar gig.
Yeah.
Will do, Ray. Will do, man. And again, Tony, Happy birthday. Enjoy your evening. And Dom, thanks for everything, bro. Thanks for helping me put this whole thing together.
Yeah.
And Tony, cheers to you. Enjoy your night. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you at 11 a.m., y'all. Oh, they're still coming.
Yeah, Andrew, thank you for the super, brother. Happy birthday. I've been listening since the early 2000s. I'm now 38 and a quarter. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for the support, brother. Thank you for the supers. Tomorrow we're at 11 a.m. We've got Jeremy Affelt coming on tomorrow morning, and it'll be a lot of fun. You'll love Jeremy when he comes on. And he'll have good ideas for pitching too for the Giants and for what they can do to kind of for the home stretch. So thank you again, everybody, from the bottom of my heart. Much love, and see you tomorrow. Peace, y'all. Love
Cheers,
y'all.
everybody. Cheers. See you tomorrow.